You ever get that feeling like there's something more going on behind the scenes in life? Maybe not just random chance.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking into a really compelling story, the life of Khun Ying Thong Na and her family. We're going to try and trace the threads of karma through their lives, see what insights pop up.
Exactly. And by digging into their experiences, you, the listener, can get some real aha moments. See how actions, intentions, they really do connect directly to what happens in life. It's way more than just a news clipping could ever show.
Okay, let's start with Khun Ying Thong Na herself. Her beginning was, well, pretty extraordinary.
Definitely. Born mom, Rajawang Hyang. King Chulalongkorn himself gave her the name.
Yeah, imagine that. Growing up in the palace, servants everywhere, even soldiers taking her to school.
Yeah, at least 4 soldiers, apparently. Complete ease, complete luxury from day one.
But inside, she felt different.
Totally. She actually preferred a simple life.
Yeah.
Loved books, history, dharma, hated parties, dancing, all that social stuff.
She called it boring to the extreme, her life. Yes. Which is kind of amazing. And it pushed her to do something really unusual for her status.
Which was?
Getting a job
Yeah.
at the Royal Force Department, of all places.
Huh. And then came the marriage choice, which was also unconventional.
Oh, absolutely. Lots of suitors, right? Handsome, rich, well-connected guys.
But she turned them down, said they weren't her soulmate, likened herself to Chao Nungo.
Right, the folktale character hiding a golden form. She felt she needed someone who saw beyond the surface. And she found him at work.
The man we're calling the father. A country boy. Lower status.
But kind, religious, had even been a monk. Her family, though, not pleased. Strong disapproval there.
So she marries him, and then what? Makes a big move.
A huge move. 8 months pregnant, she goes with him to his hometown, Uban Ratchathani, and she cuts off all contact with her royal family.
Wow. Why? To avoid trouble.
Pretty much. To prevent misunderstandings, conflicts. And out there, the father was incredibly devoted.
Took care of everything. Housework, kids.
Almost all of it, yeah. Washing clothes, raising the children. He wanted to make sure she never suffered. He saw her as this precious gem, a glass gem from a dragon's mouth that he'd brought from the palace.
That's quite a commitment. How did her life end?
Well, after the father died, she eventually moved back to Bangkok to live with her daughter, spent her time reading Dharma books, listening to sermons.
And her passing.
She passed at 83, had an enlarged heart, asthma, dementia. Her daughter mentioned she felt intensely hot near the end, needed constant cold sponging. Now, it's really fascinating when you look at the why behind all this. Her high birth, that luxury.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Past merit. Really significant past merit. Specifically building a temple for the Buddha in a past life and showing real humility towards the Triple Gem Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Okay, that makes sense for the beginning. But then the shift, palace to Paddy Field, how did that fit?
Well, that goes back to the same temple project. See, in that past life, while she was doing this great deed, she also had conflicts, frustration with the team.
She got it fussed. Exactly. That internal state, the annoyance, the friction, it actually lessened the power of her merit. Diluted it, you could say.
So wait a second. Your mood while you're doing good can actually change the result you get.
Absolutely. It's a huge point. The action is great. Building a temple is massive merit. But the mind behind it, the peace, the purity, that's critical. If there's lingering frustration, it can lead to a mixed outcome, like her life. High birth, but then simplicity, though still cared for.
Right, because even in the countryside, her husband took amazing care of her.
Precisely. That was her underlying merit still working. That foundation of good karma ensured she didn't face true hardship, even when her circumstances changed drastically.
Okay, and the illnesses at the end. The heart, asthma, dementia.
That's linked to something called kamnusakama. It's karma from overworking or pushing people and animals too hard in a past life.
And the feeling hot.
That's considered more of a natural physical process, the fire element in the body breaking down at the end of life. Pretty common.
So after all this, what happened when she passed? Where did she go?
Her final state of mind, the nimitta, was described as clear and bright. That's really positive. It led to her rebirth as a Gandharva,
A what?
a type of celestial being like a musician goddess in the Katumaharajika heaven. It's one of the lower heavenly realms, but still a good rebirth.
And her daughter sending merit helped her there.
Yes, that's another key takeaway. Merit transferred after death actually boosted her divine wealth and status in that heaven. The connection continues.
Amazing. Now, what about that inheritance? Her father remembered her in the will even after she cut ties.
That specific outcome was tied to a past habit she had of sharing her wealth. Charitable giving creates karmic connections, ensuring you're not forgotten.
But then the money disappeared quickly. Why?
Right, it wasn't stolen or lost through bad investments. It links back again to that tendency she had, feeling annoyed or fussy after making merit.
Still hung up on the process or the people involved.
Exactly. That mental state creates what's called a seed of calamity. It makes wealth unstable, like it can't quite stick. The wisdom here is that wealth flourishes when the heart is calm, peaceful, and generous without strings attached.
Let's switch gears to the father. The country boy she married. Tell us more about him.
He sounds like a genuinely good person. Described as a Sangthong kind, deeply religious.
He was a monk before.
Yes, and very learned in the Dhamma studies, the Pariyatti Dhamma. Reached 6 levels, which is significant. Plus, he was a traditional doctor. Treated villagers for free.
A pillar of the community then, and totally devoted to his wife.
Absolutely. He was respected, seen as a countryside millionaire, maybe not in cash, but certainly in character and how he helped people. He really did shield his wife from hardship.
But he died relatively young, 63.
Yes, from liver cancer. And the text attributes this to eating raw foods containing liver flukes.
Okay, let's unpack his karma. Why the agricultural life, even though he was so virtuous?
His merit, particularly from that temple-building life with his wife, was considered less potent. She was the driving force. He mainly just approved of her actions. Less active participation meant a less grand birth circumstance.
But he still got a high-status wife.
Right, that came from their strong past connection as husband and wife and his own deep respect for the triple gem. It shows how different karmic streams play out together.
And the liver cancer, the shorter life?
The source connects that directly to the karma of killing animals for food.
Ah, that's quite direct. It challenges that common idea that animals are just here for us to eat.
It does. It highlights the potential consequence many overlook.
So where did he end up after passing? Did he meet his wife again?
He was reborn also in the Katumahara heaven as a Vidyadhara, another type of Gandharva, but specializing as a sort of healer or Dr. Diva.
Same heaven.
And they didn't meet. That realm is vast, apparently, and their individual merit levels were different enough that their paths didn't cross there. But poignant, really.
Now, the daughter. Her life seems like a real mix, too. Happy childhood at first.
Yes, until she was 13. Loved and protected by her parents. Then a huge change.
The grandfather's will, moving to Bangkok.
Exactly. Sent to live with a wealthy aunt. But instead of an easier life, it became incredibly hard. She ended up doing almost all the chores in this huge house, basically treated like a servant.
And school was tough, too, even though it was a good school.
Yeah, she felt out of place, stupid compared to city kids, and got zero support for her studies. Picture walking 8 kilometers daily.
8 kilometers.
Right. Then chores. Then secretly studying by candlelight on the stairs with a tiny pencil stub, wearing patched clothes. That sounds really difficult.
And later she got serious about Dharma but had some weird experiences. Smells.
Yes, incense smells sometimes, rotten smells other times. Initially, people told her it was spirits hanging around.
But that wasn't the real explanation.
No. The later karmic insight was that it was self-delusion. She'd heard that good smells meant good spirits, bad smells meant bad ones, and her mind just kind of created the experience based on that belief.
So not ghosts, just her own mind.
Pretty much. Yeah. Based on hearsay she'd readily accepted. The advice given was just to ignore the smells, and they'd fade as the belief weakened. Don't give them power.
Okay. Then her husband's situation, being accused of theft.
Yeah, a really tough one. Accused by a close friend of stealing valuable amulets, fur rod, thumbed as rainbow amulets, specific items.
Even though he didn't do it.
He insisted he was innocent, hadn't even seen them. But because he was around the house a lot, the friend was convinced. It got so bad he swore this heavy oath.
On his family's lives. Yikes.
Yeah, wishing death on them all if he was lying. A very extreme reaction out of desperation.
And the youngest daughter. A strange dream before she was born.
The mother dreamed a big cobra bitter. Then the daughter, later in life, struggled academically. Took her almost 8 years to get her bachelor's.
But she was determined. Wanted a doctorate eventually.
Very determined, yes. Despite the slow start.
Okay, last piece here. The husband's merit-making. Regular donations, but with a condition.
Right. He'd save money daily in a jar for a revered monk. Good habit. But he prayed to win the lottery to build a house and a Dharma center.
Okay.
And the condition was, if he didn't win, he'd stop believing in merit altogether and stop donating.
Whoa, that sounds problematic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's unpack the daughter's karma first, though. That happy childhood followed by hardship.
Yeah, why the switch?
It links back to a past life where she led a paw ceremony, offering cloth to monks. She started with joy, great intention. But later, she got fussy, complained about the arrangements, the people involved.
That fussiness again seems to be a theme.
It really is. It diminished her merit, leading to that mixed result in life. Initial joy, then struggles.
So the good school came from some past charity.
Correct. So past good deeds opened that door.
Hmm.
But the lack of support, the hard life in that big house.
What caused the...
Past actions of not supporting other people's education. And again, making merit with arrogance or sussiness. Feeling superior, maybe. Or just easily irritated by the process.
So the remedy is?
Practice charity with genuine humility. Be consistent. Feel joy before, during, and after giving. And cultivate an easygoing attitude. Let go of the need to control or complain. It's about the internal state purifying the action. Now, the husband being falsely accused.
A reflection of a past life.
Exactly. He himself had falsely suspected someone in a past life. It's that mirror effect of karma. His oath, though extreme, wasn't seen as bad karma since he was truly innocent.
But he should forgive the friend.
Yes. Forgiveness is key to breaking that cycle. Holding out a resentment just keeps the negative energy going. Let it go.
Okay, now that lottery prayer, that conditional merit, what's the take?
It's strongly advised against. It's like trying to bargain with the universe or with karma. I'll do good if I get this.
It doesn't work that way.
Not really. You risk throwing away all the good you've done if the condition isn't met. It closes the door to positive results and can even invite negative ones. The monk he donated to had some wisdom on this.
What does it say?
The more you play the lottery, the more your ship is lost. Meaning your resources, your money, just drains away. Real lottery wins, the big ones, come from massive past merit, not from trying to strike a deal in the present. It's a fundamental misunderstanding.
Makes sense. And the youngest daughter's slow learning.
That was linked to Vajikama, verbal karma. In a past life, she apparently had a habit of calling people who struggled stupid or unintelligent.
Ouch, words have power.
They really do. The remedy is simple. Speak kindly, and actively support education scholarships for monks, nuns, students to build merit related to wisdom and learning.
It's amazing how interconnected this all is, the whole family.
Yes. The source revealed that the daughter, her husband, their kids, even the husband's sister, they were all connected in past lives as supporters, supply lines for a monastic community.
Some more consistent than others.
Right. Varying degrees of commitment back then. The advice for them now is to really lean into building merit together in this life and aspire to stay connected with that spiritual lineage. They have a shared potential, a shared path if they choose it.
This has been incredible. Diving deep into this family story really highlights how interconnected everything is. Birth, relationships, health, money. It all seems to trace back to these karmic blueprints.
Right. It's not rigid fate, but it shows clear consequences flowing from actions and, importantly, intentions.
And understanding that isn't just about looking back, is it?
Not at all. It's about empowerment. Knowing this helps you make conscious choices now that shape a better future. Every thought, every word, every action is like planting a seed.
So let me challenge you, the listener, for a moment. Think about your own day-to-day, those small flashes of annoyance when things don't go perfectly, or maybe those moments of quiet generosity. How might those be shaping what's coming next for you?
Yeah, are you accidentally creating those seeds of calamity with frustration, like Khun Ying Thong Na sometimes did? Or are you building something more stable, more positive?
And connecting it all back, making merit, doing good deeds.
With a pure heart.
Ah.
Consistently, without conditions or bargaining. And remembering that easygoing, humble attitude, no fussiness, no arrogance, that's what really amplifies the good. It's less about what you give sometimes and more about the how and the why.
So here's a final thought to take with you. What's one small, consistent act of kindness, or maybe just a shift towards a more pure intention that you could bring into your life starting today? Something that might subtly but profoundly start rewriting your own karmic script for whatever comes next.